Hello guys, welcome back to our British in Goodwood. It is January 1937, the British Commonwealth and the French turn. So let's get started with the British tech rolls. They have two major factories. We're going to go for radar in red and improved construction in white. You get 7 or higher for both of these. And red is an 8 and white is a 4, so we got 1 out of 2. So we've completed radar, but need nothing with improved construction at this point. Okay, the buys. The British are going to buy 3 infantry and a colonial troop with their $13. The Far East Command is going to buy an infantry and a militia with their $5. The Anzac is going to save their $3. And the French are going to get 2 militia, and they're going to lend lease an AA gun to Abyssinia. I keep debating whether I want to send them, but we're going to try the AA gun, and hopefully that can work out for us. But we shall see. So then let's do a non-combat and placement of units, because there is no combat yet for the British or French. So the Anzacs are doing absolutely nothing. They're just keeping their money. So they're going to have $6 in the bank next turn. Boom, boom. Okay. The Far East Command. They're going to take the 2 infantry in Calcutta, load them onto the transport, and go 1, 2, 3. Drop them off in Aden, and go into port. Okay. The TBD and sub in A44 are going to join the rest of the fleet here in M2. And the TBD in A35 is going to go 1, 2, and join the fleet here in M2. Okay. Oh, sorry. The Far East is done, so we're going to place the Far East infantry and militia in Calcutta. The British. We're finishing with the British now. Okay. The British are going to take the 2 infantry in Ottawa, put them on the transport, and do their strategic naval move 1, 2, 3, 4, and go in port in Gibraltar. The air transport in southern England is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the infantry and drop him off in Gibraltar. In port. Okay, that's done. The medium bomber in northern England is going to fly to southern England. Okay. The British are going to put... Oh, sorry, I missed one down here. The rail. They're going to rail the infantry from Cape Town all the way up to Lower Egypt. Okay, and they're going to place an infantry in Cape Town. They're going to place the colonial in Lower Egypt. And they're going to place 2 infantry in London. Oops, he fell over. Okay. So the British are now up to $14 for next turn. The Far East is still at $5. The Anzacs will have $6. Okay, the French. They are going to non-combat. I believe the only non-combat they're doing is the subs. Actually, we're going to non-combat this TBD from A44 down to A46. We're going to non-combat the 2 subs in A17. They're going to go 1, 2 to A5. The sub in A10 is going to go 1, 2 to A13. And the sub in A23 is going to go 1, 2, 3 to A12. And I believe that is all the French non-combat moves. So we're going to send our Lend-Lease all the way down here to Abyssinia and hope that the AA gun can take out at least one. 2 would be nice, but I'm not going to be greedy. If I can take out 1 airplane, that would make me happy. And then we got 2 militia. One of those is going to go into Picardy, and the other one is going to go into Paris. Okay. The French collect $9. And I just realized I did not roll the French tech, so let's do that real quickly. They're going to go for long-range aircraft with the blue dice. Need an 8 or higher. That is an 11. So we get long-range aircraft up to stage 2. And they've collected their money. They're $14. So now the last thing we got to do is roll for Abyssinia, and then we'll do a quick disposition of forces. So we need a 1 to help Abyssinia out. So let's see what we can do here. We got the 1 again, but we had that pesky 0 with it, so it does not count. So nothing else out for Abyssinia. It is a long shot, but you know, you got to keep trying. So no changes for the Anzac. The Far East Fleet stays the same. There's now an infantry and 2 militia in Calcutta. The rest of the Far East is the same. There's a transport import and 2 Far East infantry in Aden. Abyssinia now has 3 militia, an infantry, a mountain man, and a AAA gun. Lower Egypt has 2 British infantry, 2 Far East infantry, a colonial troop, a militia, transport, battleship, and heavy cruiser in port. M2 has a light cruiser, 2 subs, 4 destroyers, and 2 TBDs. Gibraltar has 4 infantry, a militia, an air transport, and a naval transport in the port. The French TBD moved to A46 on escort duty. London has 2 infantry, an airborne, a militia. Southern England has a fighter, medium bomber, 2 militia, and a seaplane, and a transport in port. Northern England has a militia. The British Navy has not moved. 2 French submarines in A5, 1 in A13, and 1 in A12. Ottawa and all the British ships that were over here are now gone. Picardy has 3 infantry, a motorized, and 2 militia. Paris has 2 infantry, a militia, and a artillery. Alsace has 3 infantry. Southern France has a mountain, a motorized, a militia, and a transport in port. And Aquitaine has 2 battleships in port. I believe that is it. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to reach out. The last thing is, radar is up to stage 2, and long range for the French is up to stage 2, and improved construction was a miss. Enjoy, guys, and we'll see you next year.